I am Russian, born as a Russian, but I live in the Nordics for the last 15 years, first in Iceland and then in Denmark for the last 9 years. And my project was done on the territory of the Nordics. And this is the area which has some peculiarities as compared with the Baltics, for example. And I think we should start by mentioning that it is a different society. First and foremost, in this society, in the Nordics, there is not much history, much common history as the Baltic shares, for example, with the countries of Belarus, of Ukraine and Russia. Most of the people, they hardly heard that, Belarus is a country, let alone it's a separate country. So when the war started, for most of the people, there was something happened over there. And for me, when the shock of the war came, and I think like for all of us, we started to think like how to make sense of this, what really happened, where we are in this situation, what is going on. And the same, I think, was to a larger extent to the people of the Nordics as well. What really happened? What are those countries? What are those people? So people were just trying, as compared to the Baltics, which already shared this history, quite tight history of the relationship between these countries. For the people of the Nordics, that was quite a shock. And some sort of informational vacuum. And that's what I realized from my position, being a communicator and a journalist to some extent. That's what I should do, probably. And I started on my own to interview women from Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine who were living in the Nordics, because at that time Russia was closing. As a Russian, I can go to Ukraine, I can go to Belarus. So. And then at some point of time, several months into the war, the Nordic Council of Ministers announced the tender, which was surprisingly mirroring the activity which I already started doing. So when I applied to this project and got the support of the Nordic Council of Ministers, we started this project, which on a bigger scale calls people to people, because the main idea of this project was to interview people, to let them tell their stories. Below the headlines, clickable headlines, below the political slogans, below the news, just to let people tell the stories, simply because we are humans and we relate to nothing better than the personal story told by another human to us. In this respect, we can understand not only other societies better, but we also can understand the humans better, the stories better, the war better. So it's not just in the news, the terrible pictures, which the news were showing everything, but this is the woman coming from the war telling her personal story. And that makes a dramatic difference in understanding.